This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a happy and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning for February 5, 2023, man killed in Stony Hill. A man was shot and killed in Rocky Valley, Stony Hill, St. Andrew at about 2:45 p.m. yesterday. He has been identified as 46-year-old Cliff Daly, otherwise called Craig. This is the second killing in the space this week. On Monday night, 61-year-old Bertram Johnson was gunned down. Yesterday's killing is believed to be a reprisal. The police are investigating. Campbell says the PNP ready for uncertain local election. Though there has been no indication of a date for eligible Jamaicans to vote in a long overdue local government election, General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dr. Dayton Campbell, has insisted that the opposition is ready for action. It has been a long preparation, and I think we are ready for the election. We continue to fine-tune things as we await the date. We are not the ones calling the election, so all we can do is ensure that we are prepared for whenever the elections are announced, Dr. Campbell said. The local government election, which was last held in 2016, has been pushed back twice after it became due in 2019. The first time was attributed to COVID-19, while the second postponement was pitched as an effort to prevent disunity during the country's 60th anniversary of independence that was observed last year. The Representation of the People Postponement of Elections to Municipal Corporations and the City Municipalities Act 2022 was amended and tabled in Parliament in January of last year to temporarily allow the local government election to be delayed until February 2023. The first bill was passed in November 2020 to push the election back no later than February 2022. According to Dr. Campbell, the PNP has been doing extensive work on the ground to ensure its full preparedness for the local government election, which was expected to be held in 2020. The General Secretary told the news that has the party not only identifying its candidates, but moving to have all boots on the ground. The party has been anticipating an election from as far back as 2019, so in terms of readiness, there are several things that we have been doing to get ourselves to that state. The first thing would obviously be to ensure that there are standard bearers in place, and as far as the party is concerned, there are over 200 divisions plus the mayoral seat for Portmore, and we have all but 5 candidates in place. So I think we have about 99% of our candidates in place, Dr. Campbell said. We have done several checks and we have done the assessments. Our team went out to different parishes to meet the candidates and their teams to ensure that there is a campaign team, a campaign manager, and a road manager in place. We have ensured that they have targets for the division, they are canvassing, they have their workers in place, and they have the paraphernalia, he explained. Schools kick boy out. Letitia Cook, the mother of a 15-year-old boy, is crying foul after her child was allegedly forced out of 2 Westmoreland-based secondary institutions due to a bipolar II disorder diagnosis. According to Cook, the family's dilemma started in January of last year after the boy first went to face-to-face classes at Manning's school. The boy, who will not be named due to him being underage, was in grade 8 at the time. His mother told the news that the child was being bullied by other students for being different. She said this caused the boy to react with anger, ultimately leading to confrontations. She noted that the family was encouraged by the school's guidance counselor to have him tested for autism after one such confrontation. He acts funny and very talkative. Sometimes when children trouble him, he will react, but he is not going to trouble anyone, she said. While he was at Manning's school, because of issues with students, the guidance counselor called me one day and said that it looks as if my son is autistic. She gave me a sheet of paper with doctors on it for me to contact, and she also referred me to somewhere in Montego Bay to do some tests, Cook explained. She told the news that while they learned that he is not autistic, a visit to the psychologist revealed that their son has a type of bipolar disorder. This not only changed their family dynamic, but was at the beginning of a journey met with multiple roadblocks. His doctor said that he's not autistic. The doctor referred us to a psychologist, and she was the one who found out that he has bipolar 2 disorder. She started to treat him with sessions, and we had to change his diet, Cook said. She added, so she wrote a report for us to give to Manning School, and I delivered that letter to the principal. Cook went on to state that the school did not properly handle the situation surrounding her son. She said that the boy was encouraged to report incidents of bullying to the guidance counselor. However, he was allegedly shunned for reporting too many times. They told him that no matter what children do to him, he should not react, but instead report it. He started reporting it, and now they said that he was reporting too many, and they can't deal with him because they have a lot more students to deal with, the mother said. She said that the bullying continued until the boy took matters into his own hands and was subsequently suspended from school. Cook told the news that both she and the boy's father were encouraged to transfer their son from the Manning's school. We went to a meeting and the principal told us that we need to remove him from Manning's school. He encouraged us to send him to the Savannah Lamar High School because that school have fewer children and fewer altercations, she said. He gave me a scenario that the situation is like a herd of goats. He said that whenever you have a herd of goats and one is defective, that is the one dog I go take. He said the situation at Manning School is not going to get better, so we must send him to Savannah Lamar High School, Cook added. The parents complied and enrolled their son into Savannah Lamar High School, where he entered grade 9, but they said that their situation did not improve as he would be out of the institution 1 month later. So as the parent, I got scared and took him out of the school and sent him to Savannah Lamar High School, but it was a disaster, she told the news. On his 4th day of school, we were at home, and at about 8 in the night, Mr. Church people come at my gate, come call me out of my bed. They told me that the principal sent them to us and said that we need to call them urgently. I called the principal and he said that I needed to attend a meeting the following day as my son is giving lots of trouble at the school, Cook said. The boy was then suspended a second time. He was suspended for 7 days, including the weekend. He did not suspend the other student. I kept him at home for another week after his suspension to try and get him some counseling. I even visited the Child Development Agency, said Cook. He went back to school on October 10. The principal gave him a note to give me, saying that I must attend a meeting on either October 11th or the 13th to sign a behavioral contract. It stated that if I do not attend the meeting, my child must not return to school, she continued. The woman explained that she was unable to attend the meeting and was told by the school's principal that her son was being sent home. He called me before sending him home, and I told him nobody is at home, so he should not send the child out into the world like that. Since then, he has not returned to school because we refused to sign the contract, and he told us that we must not send our son back to his school, and that if he returns, it's going to be chaos. He also said that he would personally give us back our school fee money from his pocket, Cook said. She believes that both institutions have made the boy's psychological disorder the main focus of those incidents instead of tackling the issues of bullying in school. The mother noted that she is worried that her brilliant son will be severely affected by this, noting that she has attempted to get intervention from the Ministry of Education and Youth. Cook told the news that she is starting to feel as if she has exhausted all of her options to help her only child. This is discrimination. He's stressed out at home. He does not even sleep at night anymore, and it has been affecting him. We tried to put him in an evening school, and they said that since he hasn't been in school since September, it would be unfair for him to join them at the pace that they are now, she explained. He's wondering why no school wants him, and we don't know what to do, said the worried mother, who added that she believes more needs to be done to protect children like her son. Anytime we see school children, it's like we want to cry, she said. The news was unable to reach the principals of both schools by phone, as calls made to both institutions were not answered. One member of the Manning's fraternity, though, who spoke on condition of anonymity, confirmed that an official complaint had been made directly to the school and sympathized with the boy's family. The school was wrong to have let the boy go because it is something that the guidance and the counseling department could have handled, the individual said. Director of the Ministry of Education and Youth Region 4, Dr. Michelle Pinnock, told the news on Thursday that she would further investigate the matter and later provide a comment. That comment was not forthcoming when the news contacted her the following day, or even as the newspaper headed to its printing deadline on Saturday. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.